In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a good workman. And what a good workman does is to do his work the best of his ability, right? Even if you're not going to see the work that he performed, because it might be, if you have a plumber, it might end up doing some work. Most of your work is going to be done under the floor, right? It's going to be hidden. The work that you're going to be able to see is like the toilet, the sink, and stuff like that. But majority of the work is going to be hidden where you're not going to see it. So by having a good workman that perform his work regardless if it's seen or not seen, all right? So this is something I'm going to be talking about right now. That red arrow you're looking at and that blue arrow, where should you place your tiling? If you say you should start the tiling at the blue arrow, you are correct. And the reason why I asked that question, because this video I am going to be showing, all right, I am going to get down into that story, but let me first say this. I was called out to do this job, and when I went over there, it was a lot of water on the floor. So my first suspect was the toilet. So when I lift the toilet up, I noticed right off top, it wasn't the toilet. It was not the toilet. So I ended up having to put the toilet back down, put fresh silicone around it, and I did not charge for that job, because if I ran some checks, I would have noticed that it wasn't the toilet in the beginning. So that pipe you're looking at, between the floor tile and the wall tile, that's where the water was coming from. So I don't like to chip tiles off the wall and cost my customers more money than necessary. So I went in from the wall in the back. And when I use my Jackerman chip it out, I could tell right off top that it wasn't the pipe. The water was coming from in that area, but it was not. So my next suspect was the tub. So I ended up chipping that part right there. And when I went in, it was a lot of water coming out, right? So that's definitely where the water was coming from. So I ended up purchasing a new drain, and the old drainage, the old drain coming from the tub had a crack in it. So I was like, all right, that's it, fixed. It wasn't. So this diagram I'm showing you, this is how you should install a bathtub. That tool before you're looking at with the red mark, the side part of the bathtub is supposed to rest on that tool before, right? The side part, and it's supposed to push all the way up to the wall. In Jamaica, we got concrete wall. Same thing, put the tool before, and you put your bathtub edge right there. That's what hold the tub up, right? So it stand up, right? But a lot of people don't know how to do, it's like they didn't get proper training. They just feel like they know how to do the job. All right, this person you're looking at, if you remember the blue mark, that's where this man placed that tile. You see, the tile is sitting on the tub itself, not on the top edge. All right, now you're looking at the job that I went, and this is what caused me all that problem, because this person don't know how to do tiling. This person have the tile sitting on top where the red mark was. So when the water, when the growth start falling out, because it's gonna fall out, you don't have any way to hold on to, so it's gonna fall out, right? So that's where the tile is supposed to be, right there. So when the water fall off the tile, it run inside the tub. So now the water is coming off the tile and it's running behind the tub, and it flood the whole floor. So you see, sometimes a lot of persons try to get good deals, and this is what happened. You get a person that don't know how to do the work properly, or they take shortcuts, right? They take shortcuts. So this is what end up happening. I end up having to put some silicone in that area to stop the water from flooding out the floor, until this person decide to get a tiler and change all the tiles. Because if you should just put a few tiles, you're gonna have it lean. It's gonna be slanted, because it's gonna have to go over the top. So you might as well take the whole tile off the wall. So that's what happens sometimes when you feel like you might be getting a good deal. You're not paying a whole lot later on, right? So you should always do your research, always find out that this person know what they're doing before you have them coming. And it might look good to you in the beginning, because this, I guarantee you, this look real good in the beginning when it was brand new. It looked real good. but this person definitely don't know how to do tiling. Definitely. So this has been another video from Sir Fix-It Grant.